Most men are operating far below their physical and mental potential. By midday, most of them want to sleep. They crash, they have no energy, they have weak focus, they cannot sit down and focus and do a task without distraction. They have poor recovery, even if they sleep 8 hours a day, a night, they wake up tired and they need coffee to get through the day. They're weak, their physique sucks, they cannot even do a single pull-up or carry their own bodies. They're inflamed, the belly, the face, the brain, their hair is thinning, and they have bad habits. And my goal here is to help men reverse this. This may sound harsh, but it's the truth. And why should you listen to me? Well, I'm a certified coach. I've coached people in the gym, outdoors, online, from ages 16 to 60, male, female, with different goals, different problems. I've helped men go from zero to advanced levels of strength. I've helped men fix their sleep, energy levels, digestive problems, and me, I've achieved strength features with my height and weight that most men will never achieve in their whole lives. Well, I've mentioned here the problems that the most men face between their ages of 20 and 30s. This is an image that I generated on ChatGPT. I asked them to give me the physique of the average man, and this is how the average man looks. But I think there's the fat one and the kind of skinny fat dude. So let's see the 4 pillars for peak male performance. You have hormonal optimization, physical development, gut metabolic health, and recovery nervous system. Let's start with hormonal optimization. What is the goal here? The goal here is to maintain high testosterone, stable energy, minimal stress. High testosterone, I would consider between 700 nanograms per deciliter to 1,000 nanograms per deciliter. And why high testosterone? High testosterone, first of all, is a health indicator. It helps you build more muscle and burn fat faster. It gives you more motivation and this mental power. And it gives you the aggression in a good way. Aggression of chasing your goals, standing on what you believe, not giving up. All these things are important in life. And the chances are that if you have high levels of natural testosterone, you're healthier than a guy who has lower levels of testosterone. Stable energy. It all comes down to your blood sugar levels. What you want is to be in this green area, in the ideal blood sugar level. This will help you have the stable energy throughout the day, no waves of energy. This will help you have the most focus and be the most productive. Also help you regulate, have your hormones in check, because when you have these spikes and crashes, what's going to happen is that your hormones will be all over the place. When you have these crashes, your hunger levels will go up, your cravings will go up. There's people that have anxiety attacks, your energy crashes, your focus crashes, and you feel horrible. Then you want to eat more sugar to have this spike again. What causes these sudden spikes are eating too much sugar. It doesn't mean just table sugar. It could be bread, donuts, coffee with cream and sugar. All of these things will spike your insulin, and then it will crash 20-30 minutes later. That's why a lot of people have this midday crash of energy, and this is horrible for your hormones. You'll have mood swings, you'll have cravings, you cannot focus, and when this happens, it affects your testosterone also. So keeping your blood sugar levels stable throughout the day is very important here. And how do you do it? You do it by eating foods that don't spike your insulin that much. Focus on eating mostly fats and protein, and your sugar levels will be stable. This doesn't mean that you should never have spikes of insulin. There's time for it. Before the gym and after the gym are the best times to have this spike of insulin, because it will give you more power in the gym, and after the gym it will help you with recovery, and also the hormones GH, IGF-1, which I made a video. I'll link it here after so you can watch it. Now, minimizing stress. Stress is very important here when it comes to have optimal hormone levels. When your stress is too high, it's chronic, it will affect your immune system. It can give you anxiety, depression, headaches, nerve problems, digestive issues, high blood sugar, high blood pressure, heart diseases. So managing your stress is a very important thing. I'll show you how you can do it here. So I'll share here some practical systems that will help you optimize your hormones. The first thing is sleep. You want to sleep 7 to 9 hours consistent sleep, fixed sleep, and wake times. This means going to bed at the same time every single day and waking up every single day at the same time. This is the easiest thing you can do to fix your sleep. Secondly, sunlight first thing in the morning and last bits of sun. By having the sunlight first thing in the morning, it will help you regulate your circadian rhythms, it will help you with your hormones, with neurotransmitters that will make you feel energetic, feel good, feel at ease. And the last bits of sun, the same thing, but it help you relax and sleep better. Stress management, habits, and lifestyle. This is important. You want to be in nature, going to the beach, having some sun, swimming in the ocean to absorb the minerals there, being barefoot. These things are very important when it comes to help you wind down and relax. And then we have diet, which is one of the most important things here. High quality animal-based protein and fats, limiting chronic calorie deficits, maximizing carbs at the right time. Like I said, you want to eat carbs at the right time before and after the gym. Chronic deficits are not friends with your hormones, your testosterone. That's why bodybuilders, when they're stage ready, their testosterone is super, super low. And by the way, I'm going to leave a free diet guide, shopping list, and meal ideas that I do, my clients do, to optimize hormones and health. Then cut everything that causes inflammation. Junk food, seed oils, processed garbage, alcohol, hard to digest foods. There are foods that are not considered unhealthy, but they are hard to digest and cause inflammation, such as bread, oats, beans. These foods have anti-nutrients and they're hard to digest. So finding those that don't work well with you is very important here for the best digestion, for the best hormonal health. And then have resistance training 3 to 5 times a week. This is obvious. You want to train to optimize your hormones. But important, there's a catch here. You don't want to overdo it. Doing too much is bad also. Now, physical development. What is the goal here? The goal here is to build capable, strong, and aesthetic bodies. And these are some examples of my clients. You can see here, he had a lot of inflammation, and we fixed that. His waist shrinked. He had more energy, more power in the gym than ever before. The numbers went up. Every client that I had, more energy and more power at the gym. Went from 0 to a aesthetic good physique, went from 0 to a bulky physique that he really wanted. He wanted to gain this bulky physique because he was always skinny. He went from 0 to a good looking aesthetic physique with just a pull-up bar. I made a video on this and of how he went from 0 to this with just a pull-up bar. You can check out in my channel. And I hope this inspired you to go to my coaching. So if you're interested in coaching, first link in the description, you'll have every information that you need for the coaching. Now, training system, compound lifts are key here. All my clients, we focus on compound lifts. The squat, deadlift, bench press, overhead press, pull-ups, dips, all of these compound lifts. These are the lifts that will build you the most muscle, that will give you this aesthetic look with time. Progressive overload tracking, this is important. Tracking your weights at the gym is more important than tracking your macros and your calories. Way, way more important, because if you are not progressing with your training, doing more reps, doing more weight, you will not have the gains. You'll not get stronger, you'll not develop your muscles. Low junk volume, high intent reps. The more I train, the more experience I get, the more I avoid junk volume. Junk volume accumulates so much stress, unnecessary stress, and this also affects your hormones. You want every single rep to have the intent. You don't want to be doing more than you should. This is just accumulating fatigue. You will not get bigger because you're doing extra 5 sets or 30 sets or extra 20 reps. Weekly mobility work for joints and spine. If you're a person who is tight, you may need some mobility work there to get your body looser, to avoid injuries, to get you more range of motion. And I'm gonna leave 2 free training programs. This will also make the course more complete with the diet guide, so you can have something practical to do. It's a street lifting and street building based program. You don't need to do them. You can apply the rules there and do your own program, or you can see the tutorial videos that I explain how to progress and you can apply it to your own program. So you'll have a very complete program here with the progressions, how to progress, and everything that you need to get stronger and build more muscle. Now, gut and metabolic health. What is the goal? The goal is to maximize nutrient absorption, reduce inflammation, improve energy output. And all of these are kind of interconnected. Your gut is connected with your hormones, your physical development is connected to your hormones with your gut. So all of these things are interconnected, and this will help you have this male peak performance. So when it comes to these, there's a system. The system is to prioritize whole foods and processed foods, because processed foods cause inflammation, and when you have inflammation, you'll have trouble absorbing the nutrients properly, and you'll have less energy, which means these things. Implement raw foods for gut health. Yes, raw foods are very important for gut health, for the gut microbiome, for you to be able to absorb the nutrients, to get rid of the toxins. You want the bacteria there to do their job, and the enzymes. Identify personal food irritants. Like I said, there's some foods that are not considered unhealthy, but are irritants to the gut, like legumes, beans, oats for some people, bread, some green vegetables. These can cause some digestive issues, gases, and you should avoid it if you don't digest them well. And the anti-nutrients are not a thing that you should be having on your diet. So look for foods with anti-nutrients and try to avoid them as best as possible, and you'll see your digestion improve, your energy improve, you'll get healthier. Avoid drinking and eating at the same time, because this will dilate your stomach and make it harder for you to absorb the nutrients. Absorbing nutrients is very important. People don't speak enough about it, or it's very neglected. Because if you're not absorbing the nutrients, you'll not grow, you'll not become healthier. You can eat 200 grams of protein a day, but if your gut does not work properly, you cannot absorb it properly, it does not matter. No tap water or distilled water. Tap water, a lot of poison there, is poisonous, heavy metals, it will destroy your gut. Distilled water, the same thing, it's a very aggressive water, it robs the minerals in your body, and it causes irritation in the gut. I had a client who was drinking distilled water, and this was destroying his gut. And when we cut this out, his digestion improved a lot. And it was like, whoa. So this was what I was doing wrong all this time. And then recovery and nervous system. What is the goal here? Restore the nervous system daily. You want to sleep like a baby. Like I said, go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time, have a bed routine. This will help you have the best recovery. Also, being in nature, in the sun, relaxing, fresh air will also restore the nervous system and make you be in this parasympathetic state, which is this calm state of the nervous system. Like I said, fixed sleep, even on weekends. Every single day, have the same sleep schedule. No screen time, 60 minutes before bed, nutrient-dense diets, daily low-stress walks, sun during the day, swim by the beach. Swimming by the beach if you live by the beach or you live in a warm country. This will help you tons with relaxing and absorbing the nutrients and sleeping better. So that was it for this video. I hope this mini course was helpful and you can apply these things. I'll leave here some videos so you can watch after that may be very helpful and will complete this one. Don't forget, if you're interested in coaching, go to the first link in the description. You'll have everything that you need there.